What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to another episode of P&Q. Now this is the question and answer series where you get to ask me questions or put comments to me and then I respond the following week. We're in our quietest period in this kind of series at the moment, with it being the run up to Christmas and all, but we still have a few questions. I was going to move the camera, not quite happy with that. It seems to look... It's weird, my camera looks kind of off there, but it looks more centered on screen when I move it, although it doesn't look centered. I can explain it. Anyway, enough babble. I haven't even had my coffee yet. Right, you can do this one of three ways. You can put your comment or question down below, most common way, or you can email me at miniwarzone@gmail.com. I'll leave a link in the video description below. Or if you do a video series yourself where you may ask a question either to me directly or generally, then I'll use that and respond. Now, I think I may have had a sort of semi-question that I picked up from one of your videos. I think it was on Tattoo For You. I think it was about what's your Christmas traditions or something like that. Or I think it was kind of, oh no, it was late at night I was watching, so I may be remembering it wrong, but I'll answer that anyway, if that's indeed the question at all. Do I have any Christmas traditions? We do here. I like to watch A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Any version of that. I personally like the Patrick Stewart version. Some say that's a bit hammy, but it's good. I like it. It's a great story. And yeah, do we have any other Christmas traditions? Well, we did have, up until this year, a tradition of giving a small present, really small one on Christmas Eve. Unfortunately, we can't do that this year due to budget restrictions, but sign of the times, I guess. And I'm not grumbling because we had a fantastic holiday, and you've heard this all a billion times before. I don't want to hear about that anymore. But anyway, let's get on with it, because I've got 3 emails. We'll do 3 emails. See, it's weird, sometimes I have no emails for weeks on end, and then maybe 1 or 2, and then other times I have loads. Although they're all short, I have to say, because I put them all in a very short, small space. I'm using green paper because I've got some green paper to use up. From my karate days, I used to put different colour syllabus sheets on different sheets of paper. Anyway, first email says, Pete, my friend, favourite band of all time? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. My favourite band of all time, I'd have to say, although I have many favourite bands, but of all time, and I would have to say Iron Maiden, purely because it was the first band I was really into as a kid, and what got me into music of that ilk, and interested in music in general, and I'm still like to follow them to this day. So Iron Maiden, oh, I needed that. I've been into town this morning. What a dog's been to town to do an errand for my wife, so yeah. There's all full of Christmas cheer in there, by the way. It's busy but not excessively so. It's also a sign of the times, I believe. Anyway, next email says, Hi Pete, are you still reading the Horus Heresy series? If so, what book are you up to? And is it any good? I'm up to, what's it called? Nemesis by James Swallow. Is it any good? Well, I'm not enjoying it. Let's just leave it at that. Well, I'll expand a little bit. I'll elaborate. I find the chapters far too long, and too many people in it, too many characters, and it's all over the bit disjointed. I find it's all over the place, and I'm just not enjoying it. I prefer the stories about the Space Marines and the heroes and all that kind of stuff. This is about the assassins, which is it's another element to the backstory. I'm just not enjoying it. I'm finding it a slog. So once I've read that one, I'll be hope. I don't know what's next after that series, but Nemesis is the one I'm up to. Sooner I finish it, because I will finish it. So I read them anyway, whether I like them or not. So I will do that, regardless. Last email says, Pete, what's the worst set of rules that you have ever come across? That's a good question. Worst set of rules. It would be one of the Dungeons and Dragons editions. I don't know if it was the last edition or one before that. Third or fourth. We're on 5th, which is brilliant. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's the closest to the original that I think they've done. But I had a little bit of a hiatus with Dungeons and Dragons. But when I was going back over my hiatus, then back again when I was into it before, about 10 years ago or so I suppose, I didn't enjoy it at all. I thought the rules, I don't know what edition it was, but it was far too complex, man. You needed like an encyclopedia of tables just to go and open a treasure chest. It was ridiculously bad. It took all the fun out of combat. It was just number crunching, and I did not enjoy it at all. It's more about number crunching than role playing for me. So I don't know what edition that was, but for me it was awful. But the 5th edition one that's out now, brilliant. Love it to bits. So I'd have to say that. Right, on to the comments that were left. Excuse me, I'm just going to blow my nose. Okay. James and his stuff. Ooh, excuse me. Says, have you ever played Lord of the Rings from GW? What is your favourite faction in Lord of the Rings? No, I've never played it. That's not to say I wouldn't want to play it. Oh, I can hear birds. I fed the birds just now. They're probably out there fighting over the bread. I don't know much about it, to be truthful. The figures I have seen of it look pretty cool. Not played it. I think, from what I understand, and don't quote me on this, but from what I understand, it's a lot more simple. It's a lot simpler than, say, Warhammer or anything like that. So, but I am told it's a good standalone game. I don't know. I don't know if the Riders of Rohan would be a faction, but that would be one I would be interested in, if that is indeed a faction. Yeah, Riders of Rohan, the horsemen and all that would look just amazing on the tabletop, I think. So, hope that answers your question, James. Cruange Lasilius, hey Mike, says, another tremendous P&Q. What skill do you wish you had that you currently do not have? This time, in brackets, it says sci-fi skills, not real-world skills. Last time I said about carpentry. Sci-fi skills, that'd be hacking, computer hacking, that kind of thing. And robotics. Yeah, just build stuff and hack into computers and do all that kind of thing. That would be, yeah, be a hacker. For sure. I'd make sure my bank balance was a lot healthier than it currently is. Anyway, Super Wargamer now says, in your... Oh, sorry. You're in the sea on holiday and a magical shark appears in front of you and said, I'm going to eat your 2 legs or your right arm, your choice. What would you choose? And you are guaranteed to survive after he eats your choice of limbs. What would you pick and why? So basically you're asking me, would I rather lose my right arm or both my legs? Well, if I'm guaranteed to survive, I'll lose both my legs. Which, not to be miserable or put a downer on things, it's a very real possibility in my life with my condition that I could lose the use of my legs anyway. So that would be kind of the same. But going back to the fictional scenario you've given me, I think legs, because I could still be in a wheelchair and I could use my arms to wheel around, and I'd still want my other arm for modelling and playing music. I wouldn't be much good at drumming, but I don't really class myself as a drummer anyway, but I can drum basically, but not great. But anyway, if it wasn't guaranteed to survive, I'd say my arm, because I could just float on my back. I think it'd be easier just to kick my legs to get to safety. But no, as soon as I'm guaranteed to survive, I'll say my legs. And that's my answer. That is my answer for that one. And that is why as well. Because I could do more stuff in my survived state. EFG! Hey Elena, that's my daughter. Says awesome video as always. You should go, anyone that's into makeup tutorials and cosplay, that sort of thing, you should go check out her channel. If I remember, I'll leave a link in the video description below. But thanks Elena, thank you for that. Good to know you're watching. Jamjar34 says, great P&Q. Will you be getting any Sisters of Battle stuff? What would you get? Loving the rainbow stacks on your right shoulder. And there may be more next year. Maybe. I'm going to be moving the office around. I love these rainbow stacks because they're on wheels. Just wheel them around. It's great. It's fantastic. They're brilliant for keeping miniatures in. They really are. So I can move my entire army from one side to the other in, you know, split second. It's done. Going back to Sisters of Battle, will I be getting any Sisters of Battle stuff? At the moment, no. And that's not because of finances. Well, it is because of finances, but my choice for not getting them isn't because of that. My choice for not getting into them at the moment is because they're still metal, primarily. I think there's one resin model and one resin slash metal, or resin slash plastic, but the figures are still all metal. So no, I won't be getting into them. I want plastic miniatures, because I wouldn't be able to convert metal or resin very easily. I can convert plastic stuff but to a basic degree, so I'd want plastic. I really want plastic miniatures. Don't get me wrong, I mean, you can pre-order stuff. I don't get it. You on the Games Workshop website, you can pre-order stuff, but the models the pictures look the same as they always were, and it still says metal miniatures, so As for Celestine, I've got her anyway and painted her up. So I've already got her, because I'm not bothered about her. But yeah, no, I won't get into them unless they're plastic, GW, so come on GW, give us plastic. Right, Tattoo For You is next. He says, good P&Q Pete, I'm feeling a bit groggy myself today. That's because I was last time, I think. I know you have dogs, but do you like cats at all? And are there any other non-normal pets you would like to have? I love cats, absolutely love them, but I'm very allergic to them. I've only got to be in the vicinity of one. My eyes well up, my chest closes over, and I can't breathe properly. But I do love cats. I think they're amazing creatures, very wise. Are there any other non-normal pets I would like to have? Not really. I've got a couple of spiders out here, but they're like resident ones that you know, I name them all, like Fred and Boris and Joe, and my daughter absolutely hates them. You know, hates spiders. She's terrified of them. My wife isn't keen on them, but you know, she'll tolerate them. But I think they're cool. I think they're very misunderstood creatures. But yeah. So no, not really. Other than that, no. Well, I suppose unless you class fish as non-normal. I used to have like tropical fish years and years ago. I found that very therapeutic and great to get into. I loved it. But yeah, other than that, no. That's about it. Anyway, the last question is from Midic Beer. He says, good stuff, Pete. So if Epic were to return and you got into it, what army would you do? Be a horde army, probably orcs. Epic came back. Probably do 2 armies, 2 horde armies, orcs, Tyranids probably, orcs and Tyranids. Yeah, probably that. It's a great chance to get more on the table, and it's called epic, I think, because it really looks epic when you look at it. It's like looking at a smaller scale wargaming. It looks fantastic from a distance. It looks amazing, but there you go. And that's it. That's all the questions today. Recording this on Friday, like I usually do. Hope, because it's Monday for you, so hope you have a good Monday and a great week ahead of you. Merry Christmas, one and all. Hope you're having a good season. If you don't celebrate Christmas, just hope you're well and doing fine. And happy Monday. Happy December. Happy everything to you. Hope you're having a good time. Thanks for the questions. I appreciate it gets quieter at this time of the year, but keep them coming if you can. Or just put comments, that's fine as well, and I can elaborate on them. And so yes, thanks for watching. Remember, all brushes lead to war, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.